And now I would like to record the presentation for the assignment 1, digital marketing, student number 1802724. According to the Oxford Brookes University course category, we could find the information that as for the MSc Marketing next entry in September 2019, the word is MSc level postgraduate, and it offers two kinds of study mode. One is full-time for international students, and the second is part-time. It's only available for UK and EU students, which is not available in this presentation because both students are from China. So for full-time course, it's a 1 year or 2 years in sandwich mode, which includes 1 year's full-time paid supervised work experience, a work placement. Sandwich mode is only available for September entry. The first persona is Tao Liu, who is really ready to change. Profile: undergraduate degree, networking and outputting. Current industry: IT. Job function: internet technology. Age 29, family single. Region: China. Finance support: parents and scholarship. Interests: digital devices, especially computer and phones. Social media apps to make as many friends as he could. Reasons to change: bored of office work, prefers to work with people instead of computers anymore. Wish to enrich himself with further education. Concerns: financial concerns. Skills learned from the course, whether it's useful in the future to conduct business. Scores on the assignments, whether it's okay for him to proceed and get the certificate smoothly and successfully. Well, Tao's story. Tao had a full-time work experience in IT industry, majoring in product design for about 4 years, after he graduated with a degree in networking and computing. Although he was pretty satisfied with his present circumstances, he decided to take further education as a postgraduate in marketing. He wanted to change his work environment instead of facing computers every day. He prefers to communicating with people to conduct business. Which really challenged him is his poor language skills and homesick problem. Preferred program: a full-time program with classroom experience, a program with international students, a program with professional lectures and useful practice. A program offers a certificate which could be accepted and recognized by Chinese Education Ministry. Goals: to explore himself whether suitable in marketing field and determined to change his career in the future. To build his own company in the future. To change his work circumstances to work with people instead of computers in the present. Enrich himself with business knowledge, skills, and communication abilities. The customer journey map for Tao Liu. Personas: Tao Liu, 29, IT programmer. Scenario: Tao had a full-time work experience about 4 years as a programmer in IT field. He wanted to change his major and decided to take marketing for his master degree. He preferred a professional program with classroom experience, international students, professional lectures used for practice, short time period, and the certificate by the university must be recognized by Chinese Education Ministry. He also has interest in digital products such as headset, computers, and social media. Here are 5 steps to analyze Tao: awareness, consideration, decide, onboarding, and advocacy. For awareness, ask agents and friends studying abroad. Search useful information online through official websites and advertising. For consideration, compare several interested universities and be serious and search as much information through different methods. Select suitable universities regarding to ICE request, education background request. For the decide part, decide to apply through agents. Get 5 offers from 5 different universities and decide to pick one. Decide to apply through agents. Inter-transfer administration and accommodation fees through domestic bank. Onboarding part, officially study in campus. Decide to seriously take the course and feel like to help advertise the course in Oxford Brookes. Advocacy, recommended MSc marketing course to relatives and friends. For the touch points in each step: awareness, Official websites, on-street ads, and agents. Consideration, search bar, landing site, category site, offline ads, maps, course page, agents. Decide, offers, bank, transaction documents, transaction confirmation, offers, application materials, agents. And here are pain points for Tao. The first is got a bad agent and spend more money than the same business in other agencies. Well, since the contract is signed, there is no chance to cancel. So for people who wanted to apply through agents, I suggest that you to get useful information and suggestions from friends and through other methods and compare several agencies before make a quick choice. The second pain point is poor language skills and feelings of homesick trouble in studying and living here. He, for this, Tao took language classes seriously before officially start the program, and then he get to friends as many as he can from same country and offer mutual help. The second one is Bruce He. For him, time really matters. Personal information. And 23-year-old student from China with no full-time work experience, however, has had lots of part-time jobs in different fields during the vacations. He wanted to get a full-time postgraduate degree in order to hunt a job in national enterprises back in China. What concerns him is time, finance, and normal graduation without extended semester, education background, international economics and trade, applied business management, finance background. Bruce's parents support him £5 a month to cover the living and study fees. Challenges: lack of enthusiasm to study, homesick sometimes, bothers him a lot with nearly 12 months stay in UK. Financial concerns and his ideal program, 1 year program, recognized by Chinese Education Ministry, related to education background. The touch points for each step: awareness, computer, ICE classes, and test. Consideration, computer, different university official sites, different university course category sites, course introduction sites, course introduction and schedule sites. Decide, agency and agent, bank, tuition transaction documents, payment site for accommodation sites, 2 errors when transfer the money. For advocacy, friends and relatives. And there are 3 pain points for Bruce. The first one is incomplete account number when first transfer the money, incomplete bank address when transfer the second time, and transfer successfully in the third time. Well, for this, Bruce checked twice with Brooks University offers to make the information complete and correct, and then finish the transaction. In the ongoing part, Bruce felt he had a bad Wi-Fi and wire internet connection in the accommodation, but he didn't report. He did nothing because since nobody reported this to the accommodation bureaus, and Bruce thinks that he shouldn't as well. For the advocacy part, Bruce had bad internet connection almost in the whole accommodation area. Besides, no cell phone signal in so many parts of accommodation area, and he just points out this to the relatives who is interested in studying in Brooks University to let them judge whether they could accept this issue or not. And the keyword searching by Baidu Index. Well, Baidu Index is a data sharing platform based on massive behavior data of Baidu netizens. Here, you can research keyword search trends, insights into netizens' interests and needs, monitor public opinion trends, and target audience characteristics. Since there is no service by Google in China, I would like to present data from Baidu Index Engine, which is highly similar to Google Trends. According to SimilarWeb 2019, there is no data based on Chinese district, so these slides would like to use Baidu Index data to compare the necessary data. Keywords by Bruce. Study abroad. Study in the UK. Approximate expense to study in the UK for 1 year. Qualifications to apply for British master degree. Comparison between study in Canada and the UK. Applying qualifications. Comparison between Canada and the UK. Marketing major employment direction in the future. Keywords by Tao. Study overboard. Marketing major. Courses for marketing major. Approximately expense to study in the UK for 1 year. English language training for studying overboard. Comparison between marketing major and IT major. Qualifications to apply for British master degree. And here, from Baidu Index, I've searched 5 items and compared them together. The first one is study overboard. Study in the UK, study overboard fees. 1 year fee in the UK. Oxford Brookes University. Here we can see that the highest average number is study overboard, and the lowest one is Oxford Brookes University. So we can see the huge difference that the people who are searching Oxford Brookes University are only less than 10% of the students who is interested in studying overboard. Here we can see top 5 popular British universities in China. Information from China Daily 2015. The first one is the University of Liverpool. The second is the University of Manchester. The third is the University of Nottingham. The fourth is the University of Birmingham. The fifth is the University of Sheffield. And because of the limit by Baidu Index, we can only compare 5 in one time. From left to right, Brookes University, Liverpool University, Manchester University, Nottingham University, and Birmingham University. Well, from the picture, we can see that the highest average searching index is Manchester University with a number of 2,195, and the lowest one is Brookes University, which is 298. Well, we can see the other 3 are all between 1,000 and 2,000. So according to this, we can see that Brookes University is not that well known in China. Recommendations. According to Baidu Index, the searching index for Brookes University currently is not in a high level. However, with the growth of 11% compared with the whole. According to Baidu Index 2019, compared with other 4 popular universities among China, the average searching index for Brookes University currently only has 298, where the highest is 2,195. According to Baidu Index 2019, less and less online users search for the information about studying overboard, which is a big challenge for Brookes University to increase the advertising effectiveness on the internet in China. As a result, I recommend Oxford Brookes University to invest on their advertising in China. Brookes University should study the advantages of other popular universities and combine their advantages with own specialties. However, I do not recommend to spend too much money in online advertising. More and more students prefer to hire a professional agent to handle everything. So I suggest Brookes University would like to find a way to start business with well-known Chinese agencies if possible. And here's are the references. This will be all. Thank you. The customer journey map for Bruce He. Personnel. Bruce He, 24. International Economics and Trade. 1 year gap. Scenario. Bruce is a 24 years old Chinese student with 1 year gap who would like to choose a master program in order to be well prepared to get a fancy job back in China. He preferred a program lasts for only 1 year, not too much stressful, as well related to his education background. He experienced 1 year gap in Canada, so self-care ability and English skills are not necessarily worried about. He is a crazy fan of watches, planning to buy a fancy timepiece for his graduation gift. The 5 steps for Bruce He are awareness, consideration, decide, ongoing, and advocacy. For awareness part, ask his cousin who has finished undergraduate degree in the UK and searched recognized British universities in Chinese Education Ministry and click the link. Consult reputable agencies related to business programs with the ICE scores, averagely 6.5. The consideration part. Compare universities between British and Canadian. Consider time period. Consider approximate expense. Consider whether to take exams or essays for assignments, and consider starting month. Decide part. Find a trustful agent. Select 5 universities after consider all the aspects. Prepare application files. Check offers and make the final decision. Contact the university and get the transaction information for tuition fees. Check accommodation and transfer accommodation fees. Try 3 times and finally successfully transfer the money. Find BOC and make the tuition fee transfer. Ongoing part. Take selected master program, moved into postgraduate client booth with no other options. Love the course, however annoyed by the poor internet connection in the accommodation. Besides, there is no signal in the flat, so it's impossible to accept messages and calls. Advocacy. Recommend the fancy programs to friends who ever wanted to come to study for the further education in the future, and remind them that think seriously whether to choose to live in the postgraduate club booth, considering the poor internet and phone signal.